So the aim is to kind of make like a conceptual axonometric diagram. The data that you see on your screen is taken from, so it's taken from Auckland Council data. Okay, so what we're going to be doing first is we're going to extrude a building footprint. So that would be the untagged, the blue part you see on your screen. So if you go at the bottom here, so right here, what I've done here is I've colored everything into different tags. So we can see the green ones are the building footprints that are taken from Auckland Council data, which I've already extruded and everything. The red is the contour site model. If you want to know how to make a contour site model, you can check last semester's. That'll give you a step-by-step on how to do it. And then the orange part is the roads that I've also extruded and tagged as well. And then, so here what we're going to do is the light blue, we're going to click into it and we're going to extrude it. So you can double click into the object there, right? And you can click P, or you can go to extrude button up top and then just extrude it up like that. Any height you want, up to you, whatever you think is best. That's what we're going to start off with. So it's the light blue one. It will be at the bottom. So just use your middle mouse and rotate it. You see right there's a light blue, yeah, at the bottom there. Double click into it. Yeah. All right. There should be another one over here as well. So just use your middle mouse button. You can keep extruding around. Just again, double click. P, extrude up. You can modify the shape if you want. You can make it longer, shorter. It's up to you. This is all purely conceptual. And double click here, extrude it up, and go a bit higher this time. So extrude there. Good. So whatever building height you want. So again, if you didn't have these 3D building footprints, you would have had to kind of manually extrude them yourself. I've already set it up for you guys. Yeah. Sorry, what do you mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you get Auckland Council data, they give you the building footprints. That's the 2D, just like the shape of it. On SketchUp, there's no like instant way where you can just have it extrude. You have to kind of manually go there, like building footprint one by one by one by one. Yeah, I'm sure that there's external plugins out there you can do, but I don't remember any at the moment. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna tag the building. So if you click into it at the moment on one of the light blues, you can, if you go to your top right, you can see that it's untagged at the moment, right? What we're gonna do here is we're gonna tag it to the new buildings. And you'll see the color should change to dark blue when you do it. The reason we're tagging everything here, so it makes the process of us exporting the files from SketchUp to Illustrator much more simpler and easier to manage. So a lot of the work we're doing here is we're setting it up so we can export it to Illustrator so we can style it over there. So do those for all the light blue buildings. You can also shift click to add multiple buildings at the same time. So if you click there and then you hold shift, click that, and then you can retag it to the new buildings and it will change to dark blue. All right, sweet. So that's pretty much the stuff we're going to be doing in SketchUp, just extruding. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up the SketchUp file for exporting into Illustrator. So tags kind of act like, as you know, like Photoshop layers, pretty much. That's the system. It's very similar. We all following along? Okay. So we're going to change. So right now it's all solid color. What we want to do is we want to change it to a line work color. So then we can export it to Illustrator and manage it. So we're going to go into styles, should be your top right over here. We're going to go to edit. Okay. I'm going to click the second box over here. And we change the style right here. It should say display in hidden line mode. What it does is it will change everything to line work pretty much. So this is useful because once we go into Illustrator, it allows us to quickly select all the colors and then merge them to a new layer. So we can separate them all out. Okay. So we'll change it to hidden line. What we're going to do now is, okay, typically when you launch, sorry, I should have done this earlier. When you launch SketchUp, the view will not be in parallel projection like it is right now. To change your camera, you just go up to the top there, camera, and then you change it to parallel projection. So usually it's in perspective like this. So if I show you here perspective, it will be like that. If you want, you can also create your diagram in a perspective. That's up to you. It's the same process, same step, everything. But here we're just going to do parallel projection as our example. Okay, so now we've covered the camera views and changing it to hidden line. Okay, let's go to the next one here. So now we're going to set up a scene. So a scene is like setting up your camera pretty much. And once you set up your scene, anytime you move your camera around, when you click the scene, it'll go back to its original view that you set pretty much. This is useful if we need to keep one particular location set, and it's useful for line work and doing shadows as well. So let's see, let's find a view that we kind of want. Maybe I'll do something like this. Up to your choice, what view you kind of want to show in your work. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the scene, which should be down below on your right. Should be a tab called scene. And they want to click the plus sign to add one. Here, just save as a new style. Then that should create scene one. I'll quickly just rename this to line work so it's easier to manage. So just right click, rename. I'm just going to quickly skip to adding the shadows now. Actually, no, it's fine. We'll just keep it line work right there. It's fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to export the line work we've created. So if you notice here, when we move the camera around, right? Oh, we lost our view. If we click the scene, we double click into it, it will automatically go back there. For example, if we were to change the color or the styling of this, for example, we do, okay, let's say we accidentally toggled shadows on. And we want to reset it back to normal. If we double click the line work, it will go back to its original style and everything. So it maintains all the settings, defaults. So now we're going to export the line work to Illustrator. So you're going to go top left and click export here and then 2D graphic. Just export your stuff. You can just do it to your downloads, that's fine. and we have to change it to a PDF file. It's important we do this is because it's a vector line work, allows us to manipulate and change it in Illustrator. So do it as PDF. Don't need to worry about any of the PDF export options, that's okay. Keep it at default. And then just export there. All good? So now if we go to download here, so we got a file right here. Just right click and then open with Illustrator. So just find your PDF file, open with Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so we'll have the Illustrator file now. So you can see that it's separated into all the different colors that we've assigned it. So now we need to separate them into each layer, so similar to how we did the tags. Because SketchUp naturally merges everything together, if you see on your top right layer, it just says 0 or layer 1, whatever. And it's just merged everything together like that. So we need to separate them. Now, because we did the colors already, what we can do here is we can separate them into different layers easier. So we just at the bottom, add a new layer here. So bottom plus sign. And let's name this building footprint. So this is for the green ones. Building footprints right there. Now we're gonna click one of the lines of the green. We're gonna go select, same appearance. So again, select a line here. Right click a line, select, same appearance. This will highlight everything that is green and has the same appearance. And now we need to send these colors into a separate layer. So click before, so keep it selected like this. Click the building footprint layer. So you see right there, I've highlighted the building footprint layer. And then you want to right click, arrange, send to current layer. Yeah, so right click arrange, yeah, send to current layer. Sweet, it's separated. You guys are not having problems with yours, but I'm having problems with mine, which is not good, but that's okay. On my day. Let me quickly redo this because I had an issue. So continuing tutorial, I just want you guys to select for each one to do new buildings, roads as well. So blue, the dark blue is a new building. And again, the same procedure. So just select same. Mine's a bit different. You can do fill color. It's wanting to work for me. There we go. And again, just right click it, arrange, center current layer. Just spread everything out. Yeah, so just create a new layer called new buildings and then transfer it to there. Just separating everything out. So we've separated everything out. If you just go to your top right and you hide toggle visibility, you can see that all of them are separated now. Yep. So what we're going to do now is we're on to nearly our last step. So we're going to add shadows to this. So we're going to go back to our SketchUp file that we've had. Double click the scene, the line work scene, and we're going to add shadows to this. So we're going to go view and we're going to add shadows. So top left, shadows right there. And then we're going to go to the Style tab on your right. We're going to go to Edit again. This time we're going to select the first one called Edge Setting. Right here. And then you see right now it should say Color by Material, right? We want to do it color by this, all the same. This is going to change all the line work to being black. And then we're going to click the edges, untick the edges button right here. You see when we untick it, all the line work is gone now and we're just left with all these shadows. And we're going to go to File, and we're going to export again. It's the same thing, export 2D graphic, but this time we're doing it as a PNG. You can throw it at the same place that you did your PDF file. And just before we finish off, again, plus sign here, save as a new style. So now we have one for shadows and then we have one for line work. I'll just rename this again, shadows. Sweet. And then we're going to go to the Illustrator file again, and we're going to go Place, File, Place. And we're going to find the PNG file there. Nice. Okay, let me just do that. Sorry? Yeah, so that one right there, that's K Road. So that's, yeah, K Road, the development. Yeah. I mean, we're not getting anywhere near that detail at the moment, but I'm teaching all the basics so you can get to there pretty much. Yeah. Because this area right here is just that way near the engineering building. This is where it is. Okay, so we've got the shadows there. I've changed it to 20% opacity. for now, you guys can experiment with all the lines and everything. So you can go to layers right here. Sorry, what I should have told you guys to do is before you import the PNG in, just make sure you added a new layer. So shadows right there, and then place it on that one. So then it's easier to manage with. If you haven't made a new layer, what you can do is the same thing we did with the line work. You can create a new layer, right? Shadows. You can click the image. You can right click it, arrange it, and send to current layer, just like the line work one. So you see it's moved to the light blue now. And I can also move it back to a different one as well, to the purple one. So if you see on the top right there. It's okay. Okay. Sweet. We're all getting there. Okay. Okay, so let's lock the shadow layer because we're not going to be using it now. And then let's work with so let's say, I don't know, I want to change the line thickness of the new building. So let's click on the new building layer right here and click one of the lines. Just first of all, just lock the other layers. So on your top right there, you see a toggle to lock so you don't accidentally interact with them. And we just want to focus on the new building one, the dark blue layer. Again, you can go select, same appearance. Now let's change the stroke to 5, for example. Maybe that's too much, 3. So now we're highlighting the new building. Feel free to experiment. So you can select that. You can also, let's say, select same appearance. Let's say we wanted like dashed lines. You can do that as well. You can make it space out more, space out less. You can do it like that. Maybe perhaps you want to change the color. So same appearance, and then we click here, the stroke, change it to black. Dash lines, yeah. So if you go to stroke, just click that part there, and you can change how much you want to do the gap and spacing. So it's up to you. So you can do dash lines there. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, so this is up to like your own imagination, whatever style you guys want to do. You can keep it minimal, you can do it all black and white. Then thick lines, up to you. Sorry? So if you go to stroke, are you trying to change the dash line? You just click the stroke. So you can change it right there. Look like mine. See the setting on mine? So mine is a 3.16 point dash. Yeah, so change it to 16. Yeah, so I think in InDesign, they give you much more options to do your dash lines. Yeah. But this one is quite limited. Okay, and then maybe I want to change the building footprints now. I don't like the color maybe I want to change the color here. So again, lock the new building, then highlight the building footprints. So again, select same appearance. And then let's change it to, let's see, let's do, I don't know. Let's do dark green. Yeah. And then let's make the stroke really thin, 0.5. Yep. And then for the roads, let's select same appearance, and let's do red for the roads. Let's highlight it. Let's do 2 point right there. So feel free to experiment with whatever layer, whatever style you guys want. And then last but not least, I'll show you guys how to quickly add some like assets. So bring some life to the drawing. So we go to File. So let's make a new layer first. So I already made one called Human/Vegetation. You guys can make one like that as well. Go Place. And then when I go back to the scratch disk that you guys grab like the SketchUp file from. DR tutorial, send to SketchUp tutorial, and then assets. So I've kind of added some assets here you can use. Let's add a human in. Place a human here. It's a little bit big. Let's reduce him a bit. Now we can kind of dot him any way we want. Maybe that's a bit too big. Add multiple. Maybe he can be on the road there. Let's add another different type of human in. Let's do a person walking. Oh, so because they're like a PNG, you can't change the color. Yeah. So you can download new assets. That's up to you. Any asset you want. Well, this one that I showed you guys is paid. But what I can do, popular one you can find is called Pimp My Drawing. This one will give you pretty good assets to work with, and it is free. There's some pretty nice trees and everything. What else? There is blocks and CAD blocks. FreeCAD. This one's also pretty good if you want some drawing assets. This is called FreeCAD. Yeah. And these are the two that I normally use. So FreeCAD and Pimp My Drawing. If you want the one that you see right now specifically, then it will be, this one is like, I think it's like it's like $5 or something. It's $8. And this is the one that I got my one from. It's from Upstairs. Maybe you guys have heard of the channel Upstairs before. Yeah, really good. He makes really good, some sidetracking now, but really good axonometric diagrams. Yeah, so he does a lot. This is where I mostly learn my stuff from as well. His video is really useful for like visual representation and everything. So that might be worth checking out. And that's pretty much it. That's the tutorial. Thank you.